Hello, hello. Wow, we are rapidly shifting. That is for damn sure. Just wanted to share a couple of more updates. Just when you think that everything you can imagine has been shared, there is a, but wait, there is more. Yeah, I felt this X 1.3 that we just had. I felt that cooking all day. I'm sure some of you guys did as well. And I know like when I feel almost like I'm being squeezed, it's either a solar flare or my period's about to start. Sorry if that's TMI. Um, but yeah, so we have this X class and there's more solar on the way. We are already talked about this sort of light code infusion. But what they're also bringing into the mix as we're leading up to the solstice, and now this may take time for some to unravel. So some are already feeling this, experiencing this, and some may feel it closer to the solstice or on it. So just wanted to share that as we know that this can be staggered. So they're talking about the North Node, our North Node and fear coming up around that and emotions coming up. And this one is pretty intense. So the way they described it is forced ionization, which is just feels like oh, what is like coming up below the surface. And that's individual, it's collective, and there's a lot to it. But just to give an example that I gave in the post, just because that's my North Node, is for Cancer, for example. If you have a North Node in Cancer, you may be feeling some fear or intensities in emotional security or home security. And so, like, those may need to be worked through. And so, just to share that that may come up for you, of course, I don't want to just put it out there, but I was pinged on this the other day. It just took me a while to figure out the meaning of that message until I was shown. My goodness. Okay, and so the other thing with this is there are frequency adjustments as we know. So we talked about that up level and just like feeling like you're in a new world. Um, so that's all happening, but these things work together, right? There's contractions and expansions. But part of this is real and imagined projection that's occurring. So just to be aware of that. So, for example, you're having kind of a dialogue in your head, but what is it really based on? Is it based on truth? And this could be like, self and self judgments, but it can also be with other people. And so, this could be things like feeling agitated because, somebody is feeling a way that you are certain about. And why should they be feeling that way or thinking this thought? And so again, like asking if that's really true and then having an opportunity to come together based on conversation, right? So what are we projecting out there? What's keeping us separate? What's keeping us distant? And we're feeling that. And so you may feel misunderstood during this process, because the words we share, of course, are powerful. And the words we don't share sometimes there are gaps that are filled in, right? And so this is an opportunity to talk things out and move a little step closer to deeper connection, right? Like this is the way I'm experiencing this. Is this what you meant? So there is a closer connection rather than an assumption, if that makes sense. Okay. And then in addition to that, just getting my notes here. Okay, so they're talking about these frequency adjustments showing up as potentially subtle urges to speak your truth in a new way, nudges to shift insecurities or fears to confidence, activations that are rippling outward simply by you being present with others. So we sort of touched on that already. But just a reminder that you're loved and supported. Deer was coming up for a reminder to be gentle. And then, in addition to all of this, that Gaia, we may see some eruptions around the earth. This is not to put fear out there, but this was being more expressed in an emotional way. So we talked about that again in another video. I can't remember which one, like because there's so much information coming through so fast. But they talked about kind of like this volcanic eruption, like Mother Earth kind of balancing out these energies and us feeling that through sacral or womb space. So they talked about what is underneath the surface, subterranean being mentioned a lot. What is underneath the surface and hidden that needs to come up or is asking to come up to be seen? And then, yeah, and then ancient, we could see hidden truths, ancient sites, mysteries. So actual like information in a physical sense as well, esoteric sense, being uncovered. And that may take some time, but I feel like that's coming in the near future. So new discoveries that we don't even know about. And so let's see, I guess that's all. I'll just do a quick tune in tap in. That's all. I'm just being shown like there is a lot of light coming forward right now that is just exposing a lot. There's a lot, and they keep talking about to be unearthed here, okay, in a very rapid, accelerated format. So if you are feeling it, I am just giving you so much love, cosmic virtual hugs. I'm here for assistance support if you're feeling that, but I know that you are strong and sovereign. You know what to do. It's encoded in you, and you've been at this. So just sending you so much love.